team that was performing better, I think a lot of people would be talking about it much differently. As Happy goes in, picks out one.
Yeah, Happy in. A lot of people may be hoping to see him on the McCree as well. Now that's back in the pool, but it is the Doomfist to start things off with, which is interesting in and of itself. Those that follow the charge probably can figure out why. He'll be able to just sit back now. Fled has already been taken down. So the charge, they find one pick and then they stagger and chase down the rest of these kills. DM switches over towards the McCree here, which is definitely the expected response when you see the skies lit up by Nero. Void really setting the standard for off-tank play, especially out of this conference recently. Someone be keeping an eye, but Nero nano boosted, but he got put to sleep. Already we're seeing some insanity. Izzyaki down to Happy here, and Happy's going to drop in with a seismic slam and get the job done. DJ Gon's able to find him though. The brick switch now will make life a little bit harder for that Doomfist. Stan One's going to head back over the wall and out, and Guangzhou come up with the answer. They bring the Doomfist back with the res as well, and they are away. He's Deadeye. Well, damage fall off, not really an issue with that one. He does at least force Nero out of line of sight, forcing the drop down. Self-destruct thrown in by Krong. That's going to take Izzyaki down. There's the Dragons now operating at a disadvantage. Nero barrage finds DM, and he's going to have a lot of that DM defense matrix to protect him a lot of the time by Krong, and that'll be the cleanup. Shanghai Dragons come into this series looking indomitable, but early on, Guangzhou look very appealing to Nero and Rio right now. Fled is just going to take to the skies, try to follow up on that as much as he can, but Shanghai playing at a disadvantage after losing DM there. He is put to sleep as he comes to the ground, and Izzyaki falls, and here's an opening now for the charge. Rio just trying to deal again with what's on the periphery. Happy goes down. Still the charge. Haven't managed to sort of take the point here. The Dragons have a chance to sort of reinforce this a little bit more. Stand One is brought back into the fight. Jagon gets him back up on his feet. The Dragons still control the point.
Yeah, they still control the point. You have a Primal Rage here to keep this going if you're the Shanghai Dragons. You're going to have players coming off the respawn, especially Void now with a self-destruct. You can probably keep this going, you know, 75, 80%.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my, okay. Izzyaki over the edge. Rio goes for the Primal Rage. Can't really get rid of Lee Jae-hon. Okay, he almost wants to get towards the mega helipack, but Flair's going to find three. Three with the barrage is huge, Matt. Not a lot for Guangzhou to work with now. Krong hoping he can get back into the mech after the self-destruct, but he wasn't so lucky. Stan One gave himself up to get rid of the mini D.Va, but Void's still here on point. The Dragons still have the numbers, and the charge have one more chance. If that, it's
another EMP on the other side. Let's see, looks like one player getting on the point. That'll be a contest here that comes in from Krong, but this is beautiful here from Li Zhenggang and the rest of Shanghai Dragons.
I mean, it's not even just Happy getting boofed off the map, man. It's Rio who tried to go in for the charge and got very quickly shunted back towards the rest of his team at like 10 HP. The Dragons will cover much better, and it's crazy to see, you know, what the pharmacy comp can do when you maintain control or at least win that first fight. The ult economy wasn't marred by having to switch after that first engagement either. This time the Dragons...
So, way more opportunity for Shanghai to win this in terms of counter-picking them.
That's a really nicely placed wall. The Zarya cut out of line of sight. Void couldn't throw any sort of barrier towards Stand One at the time that he would have liked, but now as the fight goes a little bit longer, the DPS of Shanghai have an opportunity to get in here. Rio is down, DM trying to play at extreme range. Shu cannot connect, and here's the Graviton surge. Void's fully charged. This could be the turnaround. They lost DM and Izzyaki, but they still trade 2 for 2. With Void going down, Jagon's going to go for the sound barrier here. The Dragons are committing not just for the stall, but for the potential to win the fight. Big shatter, Chara knocked to the ground. Happy trying to find a shot here. Stand One is removed, and if the Dragons come up short-handed here, they'll be missing their Lucio ult, and they lose control of the point as well. Such aggression from the Dragons.
Yes, the Dragons end up using a sound barrier there to isolate it for the Lucio speed boost to come in and just collapse on him. Look at this, Stand One again, gets caught on the other side of the main wall. Li Zhenggang goes over the side and help him. He drops, they lose the tank anyway. This is bad for Shanghai.
The longer this goes on, the more frantic, the more desperate the Dragons get to try and even find their way into the point. Shu taken down by DM here, but it's unlikely really this will bother the Guangzhou Charge too much. They'll back up just because they don't have a ton of front-loaded healing to be an immortality field thrown down and keep Stand One in fighting form. Wall thrown out, Flutter in the backline. No, this is what they were looking for. Shu and Happy go down. He's found a third, and the Dragons, the 11th hour on that. The ticket out of jail was Flutter.
And it comes at the best time imaginable. Nero actually gets a May wall, and then he thinks he has enough players.
Yeah, but that almost worked perfectly. Chara was on the wrong side of that May wall, the only player cut off for the rest of the charge. He had to wait and hope his team would stay alive before he went for the beat. Had he used the beat behind the wall, obviously it would have been blocked by line of sight. Flatter has a blizzard, he's going to throw it in the doorway, and Chara and Jay got to try to fight, but Void turns up the heat in the opening, and now Chara realizes there was no help coming at all. The Dragons on the precipice of losing the first map this season to the Charge, fight back and make it a heck of an exciting Lijiang Tower. This is what we've been missing out on. Come forward, they have a player advantage now, they have to compete, they have to capitalize.
It's a super interesting position that Fleta was playing. I mean, so aggressive. It's a nice headshot there from Happy, and then he has one more body shot to finish off Diem. They do get a res off, as this is getting very dangerous for the Dragons.
Diem just got knocked off the map by Rio here, who's just an absolute menace on the wrecking ball. Happy's able to find Void now, and Stand 1 fares no better. Shu cleans him up, and I mean, whatever way you slice it, Matt, that really started off the back of Fleta pushing over the top of the gate.
And I think he thought he was pretty safe playing over the gate because they had 2-3 players in already, but he didn't account for Happy on the McCree. I mean, he's such a strong McCree player. You got
missing their mate.
So be it.
Nero is furious. He's so mad right now. Happy's in trouble, and this really is a matter of time. Happy's going to try and turn the fight around with a dead IDM. Oh, he gets him first. Happy's going to be forced off another whip shot. Jagon finds yet another. It's just as well because the Charge had a chance to fight back. Now, though, that's been taken away from him.
Heavy into that.
Not another one. Oh, God.
They used
Straight the fear of God into the Charge. But only able to hold them back for a little while. It's enough time, though, for Respawns to come back through. Stan 1's going to be back in the fight in no time. And that aggressive charge that Rio spent to get rid of him now doesn't mean a whole lot. Shoes down. Jagon's happy to deal with the D.Va for the time being. Those Inspire procs are keeping him up. And Void, that's exactly where he's sending the Guangzhou Charge. Happy now has no sight line to work with whatsoever. Self-destruct over the top does claim DM, but Stan 1 is still alive on the point. Happy ain't getting anywhere close. And the Dragons managed to hold off on point B. No percentage. It was always an interesting matchup because Shanghai, if they get baited into playing overly aggressive, you see those individual errors creep in. But right now, I mean, they just want the Charge to come to them and they're gunning them down. Rio down first. The deal is this Yaki here, so not a lot of burst healing, but both teams have lost their flex support, so it's just Lucio's that both teams are running on. Happy is so dead. He's just a smear on the wall. Like he was
nobody's ever been dead
on his own. To the Crucible they go, but they get rid of Stand 1 early, who was just caught as a loose end, and the Charge were able to use Chara's speed boost to get in there.
Rio's going to be forced to move forward here, and they have them split off. Yeah, well, Shanghai, they have points to be able to attack from the front and the side here, as they have the Guangzhou Charge split. It's very dangerous for Guangzhou.
Croxty suitor Deadeye could actually be a factor here. DM doesn't even need it now. Gravitic Flux. Oh yeah, it has to be an ice block there for Nero to keep himself alive, but he's going to be the only one there. Not unlike May's Cinematic. Sad face. Sound barrier here for the Shanghai Dragons, and they're going to have that tick pretty easily now. Chara desperately hanging on the life. Deadeye attempting from Happy, but he's stunned up midway through. No dice for Happy. Crom desuited. Fleta's going to sit back comfortably now. Yep, fair enough. Okay. May Icicle gets the kill on the mini D.Va, and Rio still needs to be dealt with here. It's going to be a mutual stun between the Reinhardt. Stand 1 trying to charge out of the Blizzard. Here is Nero. Finally gets that off. Fleta was stunned up. He has his ice block available now, so he'll be able to hang around. He may have used it prematurely there because he thought he was going to get flashed by Happy. That didn't even happen. And Rio is mowed over. Crom now just in full storm mode, and the Dragons, Matt, they had so much time to play with. And that is going to be quick 2 things to worry about now. So, what does the McCree do from here? Again, target selection is good. It's so funny.
Shu is so dead.
It's just not going to happen. Theo finds the pixel that he needed and finds the second one. And this is what happens, man, when you're playing with that Lucio here. Your Batiste copped the chunking. He obviously didn't have his AoE heal available. The Chargers still able to trade out. They finally get towards Diem on the high ground. Krong is really doing some heavy lifting from Nero when he can play for the high ground for a little bit. Immortality field down for Shu, but Happy and Nero have been working this high ground nicely, and they slowed the Dragons down enough while keeping the run-up alive, and that shadow was completely blocked. Shu actually was just off the left side, got caught by it, but Amplification Matrix and Fire Strike, not the real way the Dragons wanted that fight to end.
No, and Stand 1 goes for the shatter there because from the Matrix
very close. Fleta drops it in behind the wall. That's exactly what the Dragons were looking for. Immortality field is down now. Sound barrier had to be used, but it's not going to be enough to keep Rio alive, and now it'll be the Blizzard from Nero. Can they turn this around? Fleta has gone down, but his job has already essentially been done. Now DM can step up, try and take the mantle away from the May, and he's done a good job so far. A lot of damage pressure towards the Charge here. Void down to Krong. DM trying to play around the Reinhardt. This will be an instant flash and a kill on Nero, who won't get away. Stand 1 can push up here. Still a healthy Reinhardt in his way. Rio is convinced He needs to hold this ground for as long as he can. Immortality Field gives Rio an extra free swing. Flatter stare one and down to the charge. Somehow going to break back into this. Are you kidding me? Oh my! The Dragons. It was a good blizzard. And the McCree there was there for the follow-up, but the charge hang on.
Yeah, it was the real.
Be careful as well. A barrage here might actually end up costing him his life, so he needs to be really careful about it. Trying to get position. Nana boost. All right, this is pretty telegraphed, so Flatter be wise for him to hold on to this right now, and he does. He's just going to go for the normal rock. It's happy. Well, years later, archaeologists discovered his earlobe.
He was going to go for the barrage there, but he messed up his conk. Like, he went to go concussion himself out, like, really fast.
Much better with that ultimate, but still. Can he force out? Chara. Oh!
Okay.
Yep, Grom stepped away from him there. I guess he had other things to attend to. Maybe he was worried about Flatter, but while he was busy trying to keep tabs on the Farah, the Lucio gets picked off by the Deadeye and the charge.
You can already see how this is going to go, man. Like,
no. Don't say it ain't so, Matt. Like, Matthew Reginald, I refuse to believe this.
Guangzhou's holding on to all these ultimates, right? And even if they...
They're trying to set Happy up. They're trying to get Happy in a decent position to do some work. He's looking for Flatter. Void defense matrix. Flatter out line of sight. The stun comes into Happy. That was supposed to be the playmaking action of the fight, and Happy gets absolutely smushed. Flatter rains it on down. Solar Shadow on DM in the backline. Stand one tries to charge in to interrupt, and there was at least a May wall there, but again, all eyes turn towards DM, and Flatter is continuing to do the work. No, I've watched Season 1 of the Overwatch League. Hello? Imagine these guys want to watch Apex, man. That's just... Oh, God. Flatter is in control now. Self-destruct will be shielded, and that'll be at 3-0 for the Shanghai Dragons. And it seems as if the